Hello Stampers, this is super awesome stamper Shirley Marker. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, USA. Thanks for joining me today to assemble your March 2024 kits in the mail featuring the quad triangle technique. So let's get started. I ship kits in these envelopes. That's because I can use a 2-ounce stamp for it. So on the back side I've been writing the month and then the technique. Inside will be your 2 kits, plus some extra pattern paper. I like to stuff in extra stuff if I can, if the weight and the thickness allows. This Lost Lagoon sample. I used 2 of those taupish colored embellishments. They are from the Opaque Ovals collection. Now, I don't really care for those, or I like them, I should say I like them, but I like to do different things in my kits. I'm going to include instead these embellishments. They were from the fall catalog, the adhesive back speckled dots. They sold out very early in the sales period, and they've got some glimmer onto them. So I want to make sure that I get these to you. I would use these 2 instead. All right, so just be aware that your kit will probably have those opaque glimmer dots instead of what I'm going to be using on my card. All right, so let's get started. Let's do the Lost Lagoon one first. Pull that in, open it up. You open up your cello bag, see what you got inside. Inside's going to be just that standard 1/6 of an 8.5 by 11 piece of basic white. That strip that I have to cut off to make the paper fit, and then one of those branches. So let's take a look to see what's inside your kit. Of course, your kit will have different embellishments. If you don't have these embellishments I just explained, you'll have a strip of these. I'm going to use these 2 on that strip, so I don't have to use a strip. And I can save that to fill an actual kit. You'll have some ribbon, all the punches, the piece of designer series paper that we need to cut, the inside basic white piece, and then the mat that we're going to put the designer series paper on. So let's work on the inside piece, which is going to be the white. That strip, and then one of the branches. And that's just so that I don't have so many pieces on my workstation. And if you're stamping a sentiment on the inside, I would suggest you do that before you tape down. In case you don't like what you stamped, you can always flip it over. Wow, that is not straight at all. Let me see if I can pull that up. Yep, move it over a little tiny bit. Strip's gonna go on top. That's just the piece I cut off to make the front piece fit. And then one of the branches. Sorry, I just hit the camera stand. Oh, and there goes the snowplow. I am filming on January 12th, 2024. It has shut down the region. I live in Wisconsin, so we're used to the snow, but when the cars can't get through in a reasonable time, the plows can't keep up, they shut everything down, which is highly unusual. Okay, here's your pattern paper. It measures 3 3/4 by 5 inches. Everything's cut to size. You need to cut your triangles though. So take your pattern paper, line up the upper left-hand corner and the bottom right corner in your cutting track. Okay, that's one cut. Then flip it. And what I'm doing is I'm lining the upper right-hand corner and the bottom left-hand corner in the cutting track, and I'm making sure that it's staying together where I cut it. And then cut again. And there you've got your 4 triangles. Okay. I'll pull this in, pull in our piece of wild wheat. That should measure 4 by 5 1/4, and it does. Now you can have your patterns up however you want. I liked more of the pattern on the sides, but just for a little bit of a different look so you can see what that looks like, I'm going to do it like this. Now there's just a little bit of matte around each triangle. So what I did was I attached the outer two ones on the left and the right. So let me flip that over. Get this back down here where it needs to be. Attach whatever favorite adhesive you're going to want to put on there. Strip, and then there. Now, it's just a little bit of a sliver that you're going to see on either side. A little bit of a sliver. Do the same thing over here. Same kind of little bit of a sliver. Just eyeballing it. Okay, and then these two. There we go. And then this bottom one. So this pattern paper comes from the Celebration pack. You're not going to be able to purchase it. Hopefully you placed an order from me and received it as a free item. It's this item right here. And it's this pattern right here that I'm using. It's the Softly Stippled pattern paper pack. So in case you got it, you know where you can cut more of. And you'd be able to make 12 cards from 2 sheets in that pack. I'm going to do a third one in the center. Get a little bit of a weight to this card. Okay, and one thing I normally do is I take my bone folder and run that along there. Just lays it a little flatter while I assemble. Okay, this wide strip is a little longer than what you need, so you decide how much you want. And this is a little longer. How much you want sticking out? I'm gonna do, or this way. Why don't I do that so you can see that totally different? I'm just gonna cut it maybe right here. So this was from a retired set. Now I want to say it was from maybe the fall catalog. This, it's kind of the pecan pie ribbon, pecan pie colored. And I love neutral colors, or neutral. I love the craft and the crumb cake looking things. And this one we're just going to cut off, custom cut. And I'm going to just run my adhesive through there. Okay, this goes over that. Just run it through the center because that's all that's gonna make contact. And then your bottle, vintage bottle, a couple of the bows. So you can decide. Yeah, we're just gonna run a strip of adhesive there. And I'm going to put these kind of at an angle. And try to catch it on some adhesive. There. I'm going to put some adhesive on the bottle too. And this square punch was the handmade tag punch. Okay, now again, you're going to have a strip of embellishments. You decide what you want to use. But with these opaque ones, they were called opaque ovals. I'm going to put one down here, another one down there. I'm pretty sure I'd already used these opaque ovals in a kit for this catalog year, so that's why I like to use different embellishments for each month. That's why I want to pull these in, because I hadn't been able to use those because they sold out so quickly. I only got 2 packages. So I've been saving them for a special use, which is for you. Okay, so there's the first one. Now, second one. Pull this one in. Same kind of sequence. Let's set those aside. Let's attach this down. This is from, well, it's this pattern on this side. You decide which patterns you want up. I wanted the lime green up. So I don't have a cardstock base. I've got a pattern paper base. There's that one. This is the one we're going to cut with the blue. Okay, so grab your cutter again. So upper left to bottom right in the cutting track. Oops, and it moved. Upper left to bottom right, you can see that. Oh, it moved a little bit. And then upper right to bottom left, and just make sure they stay together in the middle. Okay, and there's our 4 pieces. This pattern paper is from the Masterfully Made pattern paper pack in the annual catalog. That's going to be the inside piece. This is going to be the inside piece as well. Let me open that up to show you. Just like that. Okay. Oop, and I got some tape on there. Tape on my mat from the other card. Okay, it doesn't really matter which way this goes. Oh, actually, this is a rose bud. So yeah, that way would be upside down. Towards the top. Got a whole bunch of punches for you. This is from the Be Mine punch. A lot of punches used on this card. Okay, that's inside, outside. You decide which one you want up, which one you want down. I actually, let's see, if I have those up, so if I do the opposite thing just like I did in the other one, that's not very impressive. I like all the color on the side. Okay. Okay, and then just a thin piece of the lime showing through on the left side, and a thin piece of lime showing through on the right side. And if you didn't like this blue on that side, you could have all 4 of them up if you want. But I kind of like that. I like that. Well, if I did that, there's only a little bit of definition there. This is more dramatic. We'll do the dramatic. Gotta have drama in our cards, right? Oh, what did I just do? Oh, I put adhesive on the wrong side. Well, no drama on this card. Maybe I'll try to pull it down as far as I can so there's more separation in the center. Well, if you wanted the drama on your card and have the blue up, make sure you put the adhesive on the flower side. There you go. Okay, you got a strip of this ribbon. Comes in a combo pack. I think there's a pink as well. I'm just going to put some adhesive through the center. And then all I did was do the loopy thing. 1, 2, 3. That's it. And then this was going to be up. So that's too much, I think. We're going to have the green up this time. And I'm going to attach that with some dimensionals. My glue dots got in the way there. Yeah, I'm going to have to move that. See that on the other side. Put 4 dimensionals on there because it's covering some ribbon. Okay, we're going to do this one. I did a square. This one I'm a square on the card. This one I tilted it. See that? I tilted it. So it wasn't like this. It's clear as mud, right? Okay. Red bottle, red vintage bottle for this one. And then hearts. So there is a left and a right side to this heart. It's not symmetrical, it's asymmetrical. This side's got more of a rounded side, so that's the side I'm going to put up here. And then all of the other hearts that I gave you. This is from the bee punch. It's got a bee body and the 2 hearts. Oop, I've got a glue dot on my finger and one there. Okay, there. And then 3 right here. And I must have put one on the inside. Let's see here. Oh, I've got an extra one. Nope, no I don't. Let's just count them. Okay, last is to put the gems on there. So the gems are the adhesive back sparkle gems. This is how they're packaged. 2 sizes of 3 colors. And I don't have any left of the larger size on my strips here, so I'm gonna have to use one of the full strip. Okay, so we're gonna do actually, I'm gonna go to my one that I've used stuff on. I'm gonna do the gold because you can pick up the gold that's right there with the gold sparklies. Yay, that way I can use that strip for a kit. So we're gonna put a large one at the bottom, a smaller one right next to it, and then a larger one up here on the heart. So power 3 things, it pulls your eye around to the card. Do whatever you want with the rest of your strip. You can even use the silver ones like I did on the sample card. So that's the quad triangle card. Pretty neat, huh? Pretty neat once you know how to do it. Okay, so let me do a quick catalog tour. Hopefully I got everything marked here. The cardstock I used was the Real Red, the Wild Wheat, Basic White, and Lost Lagoons right there. The pattern paper for the red card came from Masterfully Made. It's that pattern right there in the middle. And then I used, and this pattern right here. This pattern was the backer piece that we attached the triangles to. This is the one I made the triangles from. The ribbon I used is the Wild Wheat textured ribbon. And then also mentioned the Lime Twist is part of the ribbon combo duo. You get the petal pink in that package as well. Lots of punches used. Handmade tag, the bow, the vintage bottle, and the bee one. So celebration items used, which unfortunately if you're looking at this video after March 1st, you're not going to be able to earn these celebration items, but I use the pattern paper from the Softly Stippled, that middle one right there. Okay, and then January to April 24 catalog products that I used were, oh, let me look here. Where's the bee punch? Bee punch. So if you look on the back pages, here we go. The Bee Builder Punch, page 10. That's where I punched all the hearts from. And then for the January 2024 kits, that's where I would have punched the bee body shapes. So right there. And it is sold as a bundle if you care to get it as a bundle. Here are all the punches. That I used to create the kits. And then here are the sample cards. So my sample, the one I made with you, sample card and what I made with you. So hope you enjoyed the quad triangle technique. Look for your email with the PDF that shows all of the cutting dimensions and tips to create this card. In that PDF will be 19 other cards in this design for you to look at. And I think that's it. I'll be watching for your +1 bonus in April. Early April, probably end of March, will land in your email inbox a PDF tutorial. That's the 3+1 bonus when you purchase the 3 months of kits in the mail for January, February, and March of 2024. Got any questions? Shoot me an email, hit the contact button on my blog, and we will stick with you soon. Bye.